What are three things your kids want you to know when you're going through a divorce? Hey there, my name is Ron Payne with Payne Law here in Kernersville, and as the child of a parent who went through divorce, my parents had a not very pleasant divorce experience. Um, you know, Kids want you to know a few things, and as an attorney, I've seen that on both sides now, both from the child's perspective as well as the adult's perspective. So here's three quick things that I think every child wants their parents to know. First off, we still love you both. As I understand that as a child that my parents weren't going to stay together. I was really young, so it wasn't quite the same for me. But the kids that I've talked to and my friends who've gone through it, kids still love them both. They don't know why you're not getting along, or maybe they do, and maybe it's justified to them, and maybe it's not. But they love you both, and so it's so important not to slander each other or talk trash about the other parent in front of the children. There'll be a time and a place for the truth if it's absolutely essential to tell them, but there's no need to throw the other person that they do love under the bus. You love your parents, and we want to give them the chance to love their parents, both of them, too. The second thing is, kids know this is coming. So even if you're like, oh, we've been hiding everything and we don't argue in front of the kids, when you're downstairs and they're upstairs, they can hear you. When you're arguing in the kitchen and they're in there watching TV, they can hear you. They see the differences in body language and emotion and tone and affection or lack thereof, and they know these things. So they absolutely can tell, and they knew it was coming. I have actually never spoken with a kid who was completely blindsided, especially if they were being honest with themselves, that mom and dad are getting a divorce. More often than not, especially with older kids, they'll say things like, well, they only stayed together because of me, and it probably would have been better if they'd just gone ahead and gotten a divorce and just been amicable instead of trying to force themselves to work it out for my sake when you could tell they were both miserable. But I didn't want to say that because I was, just a kid. And then the third thing is that I think kids want parents to know when you're going through divorces, always be honest to your kids. You can tell when your kids are lying to you. Well, guess what? They can tell when you're lying to them. They know that means not right now, means probably never. So they know if you get in front of them and go, oh yeah, everything's fine, they know it's not. So it's okay to say, hey, no, it's not a good day today, but can I talk about it later? Or, hey, when you get older, I promise to tell you more about it, but right now it's just not a good time to talk about it. They'll understand, but whatever you do, don't lie to your kids. They won't remember who got the couch. They will remember who picked them up from school on time. They will remember to their dying days if you talk trash about the other parent. Even if it's justified, look, it may be true, but just don't do that. Adults sometimes don't stay in love, and that's okay. It's just so important that we leave the kids and our adult drama as separate worlds, and we don't let the two cross. So just to recap, they still love you both. They knew this was coming, and they just want you to be honest with them at all times, even when the truth hurts. And of course, it's a little different for a 5-year-old than it is for a 17-year-old. But, if you put your kids first and always lead with love, I think you'll find that the kids will come through the divorce resilient, and then you'll be able to be in a happier relationship. Their other parent will be in a happier relationship hopefully one day, and it will be better for all involved. Of course, if we can ever talk to you about your divorce, how to help protect your kids during this process, we know it's painful. I've been there. Just let us know. You can reach us at 336-281-6928, or you can reach us on the web at applepaynelaw.com. And of course, like and subscribe on YouTube for more helpful legal tips. Thanks, and have a great day.